Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thoth Tuesday. Boy, I'll tell you, the energies are really crazy out there. Oh my gosh. So it's getting better. It's getting good out there. So pay attention. This is it. We had some interesting messages come out, and it's 6/4 of 2024, which is an 18, which is a 9. And we'll read the 9. But the cards that came out are somewhat warnings. We've got some issues going on, got some blockages, which we all know we have blockages that we're working on. Number 9 reveals that you have something new to learn. Be open, receptive, and curious enough to seek it out. You will then find wisdom in an unconditional, deep healing love. Number 9 will help you reach a point of completion so that you can turn your attention to the mysteries of the unknown and the new. Its energy field is indestructible without being inflexible. Number 9 always remains true to itself. 9 plus 9 equals 18, whose digits add up to 9. 9 times 9 is 81, whose digits add up to 9. Multiply any number by 9, then add the two digits of the resulting number together, and they always add up to 9. It is almost as if it is absorbing every other number through this calculation. Number 9 teaches you how to do this, to accept the powers offered to you in order to achieve perfection. This number is fulfillment and completion, but also a beginning and an end. Yeah, we were at the end of a cycle. Now we're at the beginning of a new cycle, and it's going to be rocky, but it's going to be smooth too. Right now, we're going through a lot of ripples, a lot of waves, and we will get to the calm waters. Hopefully soon. We get a number 23, which is a 5. We know that 5 is change. Release your inner rebel, be yourself, and create your own universe. This is one of my favorite cards out of this deck. She is got the blue butterflies, the blue morning glories. She's confident. She loves herself, and she knows it. The heart of the rebel beats within us all. We understand Lilith and her urge for self-determination and freedom because we have already felt this impulse, and at this moment, you feel it strongly too. If you are not familiar with the story of Lilith, here is a brief outline. God originally created Adam and gave him a wife as a companion. According to the Talmud, this first wife was called Lilith, and she was of equal birth, self-confident, proud, and free woman. She refused to serve Adam and wanted to be in a dominant position when they made love, which displeased Adam. He wanted to dominate her, and an argument ensued. Lilith spoke the secret name of the Lord, which resonated full of magic and parted from Adam, leaving him as free and self-determined woman. It is said that she had many children, but lost them as a punishment for her disobedience and individualism. Lilith wanted to be free. She was not meant for a small world. You have drawn this card because you too need more space and freedom for yourself. Emerge from your constraining cocoon. You are a child of Lilith, all witches, shamans, and healers, all wise men and women, all those to whom knowledge is given, have a spiritual connection to Lilith. Who wants to oppress you? Who wants to take your place? Who is crossing boundaries? Rebuke them, but clearly and with love, since people are sometimes unaware of their incorrect behavior. Follow the path of your soul, the path of freedom, and pay no attention to the complaints and criticism of others. They do not know that you can create your own universe. Your helpers for the next 21 days is the power animals, the condor, the herbal essence is jasmine, the healing crystal is emerald, and the number is 5. Number 5 tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of a soul path. along with meditation, belief, and insight. Yes, meditation and manifestation. Those are the two things that we want to concentrate on, and we can do them. We just got to put our minds to it. Now, the angels and ancestors, we got the shaman, trust in higher forces. He's beautiful. He's got some major stuff going on. The bells, the eagle, or the owl. Trust in your angels, guides, and ancestors. If you have given your power away, claim it back. Inspired by the Sami and indigenous people of northern Norway, Sweden, and Finland, this card represents those people who have a connection to Earth and the hidden realms. Many shamans believed that when there was illness or disease, it was because a person's power had been left behind somewhere or a negative pattern had instilled itself in them. In trance, they would travel to the underworld to recall this power and remove the demon. If this card comes to you, it's because you need to do some release work with lower energies or with your lack of trust in the spiritual energies that are guiding you. The shaman will aid you in your quest. There are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from your miracles you deserve. Hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct the situation and come out on top. The shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. I believe that because I do connect in a personal way, especially in dream state. Although meditation state is kind of like that too, because I can go so deep into a meditation that I am in another dimension at that time. So, yeah. Wise one, grow within your current situation. Got the wise one. Knuckle down, be reliable, and committed. Be open to wisdom and insight from your elders. The wise one represents the wisest aspect of the goddess, the crone. In paganism and modern Wicca, the crone is the fiercest, most psychic, and most aware aspect of the goddess because she has been through many of life challenges and overcome many setbacks. On this card, the raven in her hand represents the capacity to overcome the darker times and to be reborn again and again. So she helps you to tap into wisdom to overcome whatever life throws at you. Wisdom being the informed stored in your soul rather than the knowledge acquired in this lifetime, and to learn from the experience of your elders. The wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you are being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your task and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You are being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability. And that is not who you were born to be. So keep working on what you're working on because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. Yeah, those were really great messages. I like when the wise ones appear and give us those messages. Now, we got the Messenger Oracle and we got Love Without Condition. And I just love this. She's just sitting by a stream. She looks like she's real lovable, with a butterfly on her hand and the magic around her, the energy in the water with the dragonfly. Do you often find it easier to give advice to others whilst hiding from the truth that the advice you give is advice that you yourself neglect to follow? Do you find it easier to nurture others and show them kindness and compassion? It is time to be kind and gentle with yourself, to love you, strengths and weaknesses, without reservation or condition, nurturing yourself. Be kind to yourself, for you are deserving of the same unconditional care and love that you give to others. I agree completely with this because I have a tendency to give a lot to others and not to myself. So I'm pretty guilty of that. And it's easier to, we talked about this yesterday, it's easier to see someone else's faults than to see your own. So, yeah, we got to kind of think about that too, as that, like that. Seek Your Destiny is the next card we got. And this is a really cool card. This card, to me, looks like it's going into the unknown. The cat, it's halfway in, halfway out, showing you it's okay. Look, I'm halfway in and halfway out, and I'm okay. You have purpose and reason for being. You could have one or even several destinies. Are you afraid to believe in destiny because others may laugh? Don't be. It could be as simple as taking a moment to look within and discover those things that you love most passionately and to bring them out into the light. But you will never know if you are afraid to step through the doorway and see what's on the other side. Trust that everything you hoped and dreamed of will be there waiting for you. Yeah, we kind of have to do a trust fall with this, with our guides and our ancestors, and we have to trust that when we feel it in our heart that it's good, that that's what is for us. If you have that feeling that it's not so good and it's not a good idea, then that's telling you to look into it a little bit further before you jump in. Show that you care. There's some caring going on here. Do not distance yourself from life and those around you. Reach out, ask for help or support if you have need, or if someone within your circle is in need of care and support, then give it without hesitation or question. A trouble shared is a burden halved. Now is not the time to withdraw and be alone, nor is it the time to leave another in need. Be aware, be caring, be compassionate, reach out and be afraid and be a friend and allow others to be a friend to you. That's hard. The friend thing is hard because I've had a lot of friends, but friends don't stay forever usually. I have friends that have been in my life for a very, very long time. Don't get me wrong, but it's very hard to go out and meet new friends because you don't know what they're like and you may not jive completely. It's kind of a weird world out there, I guess. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm gonna save those for last because we had a visitor on Thoth Tuesday. And I'm going to read the Emerald Tablet, Tablet 10, the Key of Time says, List ye, O man, and hear a mystery stranger than all that lies neath the sun. Know ye, O man, that all space is filled by worlds within worlds, one within the other, yet separate by law. The ancient knew there was parallel universes, energy, and frequency, vibration, everything is pure. Yes, that is such a good message. And I keep it in my practical magic because I don't want it to get lost again in my notes, my channeling notes. I've got hundreds of. Okay. Now we got Ask for Forgiveness, Forgive, number 35, which is an 8. And that is actually the back of my cards, the practical magic deck. That's what the back looks like. This is this one. So this is a real, we don't get this often, and this is a really good card. There's a raven over her. So let me see. I'm going to read a different part of this. There's so many different parts of these cards, but I just have this feeling I need to read the magic of forgiveness and the magic of the brain. There is no spell to make someone forgive you because that would interfere with their free will and go against the harm none ethos of magic. All you can do is apologize sincerely, make amends, convince them of your determination not to hurt them again, and humbly beg their forgiveness, and show by your actions that you deserve it. The magic of your brain and theirs also comes into action here. The ridicule activating system is a bunch of neurons that filter out most of the data that bombards you every day. So your brain doesn't explode. It's very successful at showing you only what it thinks you want to see. If your self-talk is negative, it will assume that's what you want to see and will focus only on things that back up your view. If someone betrays your trust, your brain will focus on any small actions that reinforce this new idea of yours that they are untrustworthy and will reject the rest. If you hurt someone, their brain will start looking for more examples to show that you'll do it again. Don't give your friend's brain any excuse to convince them you're not worthy of forgiveness. This also explains why, when you fall in love, everything seems better, life is golden, there's more joy in the world, people seem kinder, and you only see the good in others. But the minute you have a serious fight and feel your partner doesn't care about you, your brain will laser in on any tiny action that seems to prove this true. It will reject every nice thing they do because it doesn't match your new bias. Be aware of this in yourself and others and give them and yourself the benefit of the doubt. That's interesting how, and I can see that you get that idea and it keeps going in your mind and you can't let it go. That was an interesting way to put it. Now, we're going to go to Dreams of Gaia, and Dreams of Gaia has some very interesting things to tell us. Um, we got a lot of major arcana cards in this. We got Desire number 20, which is a 2, and Desire came in reversed. So we have a blockage, and this is, what do you desire? How much do you want it? Desire compels action. Make another attempt. Great expectations, great disappointments. Ground your desire in reality. What you desire will have a price. Wishful thinking. Has your desire waned or changed? Let your conscience be your guide. To desire something at the expense of another. Selfish desire, mere a lack within. Now, desire has a potential blockage because it came in reverse. Wow, that's a big blockage. I need some soda for this one. Okay, losing cards. Okay. Hold the book up and I lose all the cards. Okay. When the desire card appears reversed, it asks us to look at our desires honestly and see if they are selfish desires that only serve to bring dishonor and hurt to ourselves or others. For instance, if we desire that others possess or lust after something or someone at the expense of another, or want to possess more than that for which we have a genuine need, and allow these desires to dominate our life in a destructive manner. If we recognize these desires, it is time to ask ourselves if we are slaves to our desire. Will our servitude be our undoing? When we look clearly at the nature of unhealthy desire, we will see that it's a reflection of our character and nature if we choose to act on desire that we know will cause harm and hurt to others. For instance, there is no justification for placing yourself between two people who are still involved in a relationship. It matters not that other person has done. If one of them seeks to enter into a relationship with you prior to ending their relationship with their partner, you can show respect to yourself by not giving in to your desires until their relationship has well and truly ended. While your desire may be strong, ask yourself, do I really want to involve myself with a person who actively chooses to deceive and hurt their partner by entering into a relationship with another? In this situation, do not be swayed by your desire or by tales of woe, of unhappiness or neglect. Instead, desire better for yourself to, to their partner of their unhappiness, not you, and to show both respect for you and their partner by being honest and transparent in their intentions. Another message from the desire card reversed is to stop worrying about what others are doing with their lives and focus on what you are not doing. Why would you desire failure or harm to another who is doing their best to improve their life just because you do not like them or agree with them? It sounds like jealousy. Their lifestyle choices. This suggests a lack within yourself, born of your own fear to act on your desire. It is easy to judge, condemn, and wish failure or harm to others for doing the very thing you are afraid to do yourself. But they are not reasonable for your responsible for your unhappiness. You are. And if you are always wanting more, never satisfied with what you already have, always having to have the biggest, the best, the supersized, and the brand new. Ask yourself why. Do you actually use the things that you buy? Do they serve a purpose? Or is it your true desire to be able to brag about your house, car, phone, or other status symbols? If what you desire is status, to be seen as better than those who have less, then you risk being perceived as self-important, arrogant, and greedy. In this case, you have mistaken material wealth for abundance. You have made yourself a slave to baser desire to possess and control. Now is the time to look deeper and ask yourself whether having and possessing makes you feel more in control. Does it make you feel good about yourself? Does it truly increase your feelings of self-worth and self-esteem? Ask yourself also, who are you without the possessions? Would that person be happy? Would they like who they are? If the answer is no, then ask yourself why. Our selfish desires often mask a lack or deceit within, even more so if we give in to them. When the desire card appears reversed, we have the opportunity to ask ourselves if we have given into our selfish desires, and if so, consider the consequences of our actions. If you recognize yourself in this reflection, it might be time to let your conscience be your guide instead of the lack within. Yeah, I always think that people that buy and buy and buy and buy, they're buying because they just feel needy and they need a lot of crap around them. I don't know, but I've seen people that, they either overeat or they buy stuff or they do stuff because they're not happy with them. And that's sad. Okay, we got the Nine of Cups, and that's a wish. You're perfectly placed to manifest what you dream of, so make your wish. So the desire card, you're going to make a wish, but is your wish relevant or is your wish selfish? You got to remember that. You don't want to be selfish. And when you wish for a big yacht, a big car, a big this, a big that's just selfish. I would want to wish for healing for the world, or uh, no child is hungry, or no child is hurt, or no veteran is hurt, or any of that. But if you just want stuff, that's kind of a selfish. That to me, that's kind of selfish. Okay, now we got destiny, number 16, which is a 7. Your destiny is to become whole and connected. Your destiny is to lead a life with meaning and purpose. Step inside and explore heart and mind. Discover your gifts and talents, a sense of purpose and confidence. Ancestral healing may be required. Break the chain. Remember your dreams. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Sometimes the most important destiny remains hidden. Your destiny may influence generations to come. Overcome the trials and obstacles. The destiny card represents the 8th reason for being, to embrace your destiny. Your destiny is twofold. You have a universal destiny and a personal destiny. Your universal destiny is to become whole and connected, to find your center, to overcome all that destroys your peace, to face your fears, let go of hurts, and love yourself and your life with unreserved delight. You also have a personal destiny, and that destiny involves seeking and following your bliss. Your destiny is to find and lead a life that has meaning and purpose. Your destiny is not going to be found out there in the world. You must step inside and explore your heart and mind. Your destiny is not predetermined, it is a choice you will make based on your inherent gifts and talents. To meet your destiny, you must first discover and recognize what those gifts and talents are, and then work to use them for the benefit of self and others. To know you have a destiny or multiple destinies can give a sense of purpose and confidence. It can bring you joy, peace, and fulfillment. However, your journey toward meeting your destiny can be full of obstacles and trials. Like the quest of old, this is your quest, but instead of seeking an intangible holy grail, you move towards something tangible and real. There are activities and interests that inspire your passion and love that make you feel complete and imbue you with a sense of rightness. It is these things that you are des- destined to do. It could be gardening, it could be painting, it could be fixing broken things and repurposing them. It could be healing, it could be protection, it could be anything, but the key to recognizing it is how it makes you feel and what you are willing to do in order to make it a key part of your life. You are never too old or too young to seek your divine purpose. I agree. And this, if you look at this card, it's got source light. This looks like a little portal type thing. This is the golden egg wrapped, bound, and she's got the eagle, perception of the eagle, and the third eye open. So yeah, that's a good card to get. Now, with the destiny, we got the death. Number 13, which is a 4, and it's transformation. Death does not reveal physical death. It expresses a great change in your life, a transformation that is essential if you're to begin a new phase. Whatever you no longer need is taken from you. Death is necessary for something new to be born. This may be an unsatisfying work, a stuck relationship, or anything that can constitute old ways of being, including habits that no longer serve you. For this reason, death clears away confusion and brings a situation to a natural conclusion. From this point onward, new people, ideas, and opportunities enter your life, and a new era beckons. Allow that what will be rather than resisting the change that needs to happen. Embrace it. This is rebirth, endings, change, beginning, release, relief, and conclusions. Yeah, we have a destiny that we're going on, and there is a completion, but we're not there yet. And we still have a lot of learning to do in Earth School and Mystery School. We got the 10 of Air, and this card is beautiful. She is walking into the unknown. She is got the butterflies around her, and you can see the portal she's walking into, and source above her, the butterfly at and her back's to it. She's walking, she's going. A time of independence. Say goodbye to the public persona, no longer bound by another's opinion. Walk your own path. Humans are paradoxical by nature. See and know your potential. The self is whole. Time to grow up and leave home. The process of individualization leads to becoming oneself, to stepping away from the external forces that we believe define us, to becoming an independent being who recognizes and embraces their own uniqueness and individuality. It is about removing the mask we present to the public so that we are liked and respected and accepted. The face we wear so we fit in and belong. No longer are our public faces and private life very different. We present our face to the world, and if it is not liked, then so be it. If it makes us a black sheep in a flock of white sheep, then so be it. We would rather be honest and accepted by the few than to be what family or society expects. Individualization is being who you are meant to be, as opposed to being the person society tells us we should be. It is breaking free from caring about what people think of us because we love who we are and what we do with our life. We are free, liberated because we are not bound by others' opinions of us or our actions, the constraints of society, or the impediments of our past. It is integrating conscious and unconscious souls and shadow, the masculine and the feminine, creating the whole where the self resides in the center. No longer does duality separate and divide. All is in harmony and working in unison. You are you, whole, complete, and ever evolving. And that evolution is not a linear process. It is a cumulatory process of viewing the self and seeing it from multiple perspectives and accepting and integrating all of the facets and aspects into the whole. No aspect is ugly or beautiful, none good or bad, none better or worse. Each has its place and purpose as part of the beautiful whole. To individual individuate is to understand paradox and accept that you are one, you are human. To be a whole and complete human is to be paradoxical. To individuate is to see and know your potential and to step forward into the unknown and meet it. You're willing to step away from all that you were so that you may become all that you choose to be. In this process, your perception is altered forever. You are forever transformed. No more are you willing to embrace old paradigms that limit and restrict, that expose a belief that says you should not or cannot. You move forward into the great mysteries with confidence, knowing that even when life offers conflicts and chaos, when we remain at the center, we have peace. When the 10 of air appears in your reading, it represents a time in our life after we have chosen to step free of the mask and wear only one face in private and public. No longer do we hide our thoughts, beliefs, or feelings in order to be accepted. Liked or respected, we have turned our back on expectations, on convention and mediocrity, on normalcy, to embrace and accept who we are and stand tall and proud. It is time to separate yourself from the herd and to walk your own path. Step through the doorway and begin a life where new paradigms replace the old, and you are free to be the best you that you can be, instead of the society your society tells you you must be. That is a great message because what's interesting is we got the destiny, we got desire, which was upside down, we got the wish, the destiny, the transformation, and this is the transformation, her walking in and not worrying about everything, because that's what we need to do. We need to quit worrying about so much stuff. Everybody's opinion, everybody can have an opinion, and it's their opinion to have. Doesn't mean it's true. Now, we've been getting this, and I'm getting the willies right now because we got this. We got a number 16, the tower. Last time I got the tower, I got a bruised kidney. So let's just hopefully this is some transformation going on. Surrender to the universe, give up control, and begin to construct a new way of working, thinking, relating, or giving. You now have the freedom to start over and a strong foundation on which to rebuild whatever has fallen. This is breakdown, endings, chaos, surrender, breakthrough, beginnings, and enlightenment. There is a transformation coming. We are going into the unknown right now because there's so much going on in this world that we really don't know what's going on until we get there at that point. Now, we got this the other day because I call this my little hobo guy, my little I'm going see you bye guy. It's got the hobo bag and everything. But, and this is the 3 of fire, which this is a divine message, but he was reversed. He was on his head. So there is blockages with this little guy. This is necessary sacrifices, experiment, practice, and refine. Avoid copying those who inspire. Step out into the great unknown and trust. Put your objectives first. Avoid cutting corners. Pay attention to details, and have you lost your direction? When the Three of Fire appears reversed in your reading, it represents a need to look closely at what you are doing. Watch where you are going. Do not allow yourself to fall or trip or become lost because you are not paying attention. Remember your objectives and goals. Do not lose sight of them. Is there something you might be missing because you have not paid close enough attention? Are you cutting corners that may ultimately cost you more than they have saved you because they might destroy a good reputation? Think back to your original plans and what you hoped to achieve. Are you living true to your vision, or have you lost your way? Take a moment to pause and to get your bearings so you can move forward with confidence. Yeah, we do have to move forward with confidence. We have to learn how to forgive ourselves, love ourselves, and release things. Because we did get, with that, we got the number 14, which is a 5, and we got the Angel of Ocean Healing. This is a card of the healer, negotiator, manager, or parent who must soothe a tempest of demands to keep the peace. To do this, you may need the patience of a saint or an angel to support you. The Angel of Ocean asks you to look to your spiritual side to see the lessons your situation offers you rather than become overwhelmed by others' emotions or stressed out by other complaints or needs. An additional meaning is healing past trauma, balancing mind and body, or balancing your finances, so budgeting and financial planning may take priority now. Also, the Angel of Ocean can be a sign of angelic guidance. Know that your angels are here to protect you through this demanding time. You'll need to work a little magic now to reconcile opposites. Be patient and compassionate, and you will get everything done. Yeah, this is balance, reconciliation, patience, flows, compassion, finances, and angels. We always have our angels around us and our spirit guides and everything else. So we do have protection, but are we making the right decision? Are we making the right decisions? We don't know. So our visitor will be last here because we got a couple good visitors. We got the Divine Master, the Atlanteans, evolution, vibration, legacy, technology, progress, expect acceleration, warp speed. Legend has it that Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed thousands of years ago in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. Its people were highly evolved and had many spiritual gifts. They were telepathic, psychic, and known for their ability to combine the laws of science and nature with spirituality to develop technology and create heaven on earth. But somewhere along the way, many of them stopped respecting their gifts and spiritual connections. This caused a great cataclysmic that brought their civilization to an end. The Atlanteans of this card are those who continue to live with spiritual integrity and awareness. When Atlantis came to an end, many of these beings ascended beyond the physical dimension and now act as a congregation of evolved souls who, like angels, work with those who are following the spiritual path and want to leave a legacy of light. You are a future thinker who will leave a legacy of healing and light. Think beyond boundaries and keep your future and the future of your close ones in mind when it comes to making a decision. Atlantean energy is here to help you align your pathway with one that supports the evolution of your soul and your family lineage. This is a time of transcending old ways of being and old patterns. So it might not always be easy to navigate, but it will be worth it in the long run. Ideas, creativity, and new technology concepts are all around you. Now, when it comes to forging new paths, think of the future. Cut out any long-winded approaches and streamline everything you are doing. This is a time of evolution, and so there's a good chance of resistance from old energies and the ego. If you feel challenged or encountered growing pains, know that you're on the right track. Preserve. Yeah, there is a lot of growing pains, and yeah, we are growing. We are leveling up as we go. Okay, we had a visitor, and it was so. I said to my husband, "Can you believe Thoth flew out?" Of course, Thoth flew out. It's Thoth Tuesday. Thoth light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. Thoth, the ancient Egyptian Ibis-headed teacher of writing, divine magic, and the moon, acknowledged as the sacred scribe who creates writing. He is considered to be the great mind and the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a long way that was firm but fair. However, matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. This gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that Thoth carries. As a master teacher of the stars, he holds space for you to connect with some of your greatest gifts from this lifetime and the many others you've lived. Thoth's primary teaching is spiritual integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls, the ascending Atlanteans, to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress, to rise above the aspects of their life that are holding them back, and he helps awaken the teacher within. You are being, you are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be at least release of old ideas and limiting stories, but this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. Yeah, we are. We are doing our work. We're Earth School. We're doing Mystery School. We're learning. We're leveling up. The more we level up, the better we are. Okay, we've got the Human Oracle. This is the last one. We got a number 11, a master number, and this is Midas Touch. Midas Touch. Look at the gold. You have that golden touch. You have worked hard, or perhaps just inherited this amazing skill to touch all that you desire, and it turns to gold and shiny. Yours, no strings attached. Does it feel rewarding? Or do you come to just expect little morsels of gold to form at your beck and call? Let's take a moment to think about instant gratification without gratitude. It is important to know your blessings and take a moment to give the thanks for them. If you have more than enough, maybe consider donating monthly to your favorite cause. Sprinkle that gold all over like glitter and let others have a blessing to give thanks for. Remember that old expression, share the wealth. This is a great time to practice that old saying. It will bring you great joy, I promise. Yeah, she's got the clock right here. She's got all the gold. She's got the flowers up here. She's got wings on the side of her head. She's pretty cool. Alrighty, well, that's it for Talk Tuesday. I hope everybody has a beautiful, magical day. And I just want to say I love everybody. May every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.